Alright, this lesson we're looking at different types of quadrilaterals. So quadrilaterals are shapes that has four sides. So quad means four. So any shapes that we can make with four sides, we call them quadrilaterals. We're going to look at some different types of quadrilaterals and why they're different to each other. But to do that, you need to first be familiar with some of the words that you might have not seen before. So starting with diagonal. So diagonal means going one vertex to another, but we're going to the opposite of them diagonally. So instead of going from here to here, and we'll call that horizontal, or here to here, we call it vertical. If we go from here to there, we call that diagonal. And then we have bisect as one of the new words as well. So bisect, you'll see right here, is when we have two lines. So let's look at these two diagonal lines. And then when they meet in the middle, and the result of them meeting, this length here and this length here ends up the same length. Same as this length here and this length here, they end up the same. So if those two lines cut each other in the middle, and it results in both of the cuts being the same in length, we call that bisect. And lastly, we have intersect. So let's find where we see intersect right here. So intersect meaning they meet. So another word for intersect could be they meet at this point. So here it says diagonals intersect at 90 degrees. So if we do two diagonal lines, so if one from this end to this end, and another one from this end to this end, you can see these two lines meet in the middle. They intersect at this point. And the angle they create when they intersect, they're all 90 degrees here. So that's what intersect means. So it would be really nice if you didn't know any of these words. You can do a little definition of your own based on what I've just said, and have a little table next to it so you can refer to it in the future. Alright, so your job is to fill out these notes and carefully read what each of them are different to each other. And then after that, you can have a go at these questions. So pause the video now, fill in the notes, and come back to the video for the answers for the examples. So pause now. Okay, so now that you're back, hopefully something along the lines of this is what you've got for this example number 1. So this first shape is a kite, and a couple of things that are important for a quadrilateral to be a kite is that if they have two pairs of equal sides, so not every side is equal, but only this pair here and this pair here are equal to each other. And they also have diagonal lines. They intersect, they meet at 90 degrees. As you can see these two, 90 degrees there, here, here, and here. So this will make this shape a kite. Next one is a rhombus, and it's very hard to say because these two, parallelogram and a rhombus, are very similar to each other. Only major difference here is the side length. See how in a rhombus all side lengths are equal, whereas in parallelogram you have one equal side and another equal side, pair of equal sides here. So in a way, rhombus is like a square, because square has all of the sides as equal as well. But imagine if someone stepped on a square, that's a bad drawing of a foot, and it sort of get tilted to the side and it becomes a rhombus. So this one's a rhombus because it has all of the same sides. They're equal in length, and they also have the opposite sides that are equal in size as well. Alright, this example number 2 is using the idea that every quadrilateral, the angles in a quadrilateral will add up to 360. So using this idea, well, we know this is a quadrilateral because this has 4 sides. This also has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So we know that all the angles in there have to add up to 360 degrees. So looking at the second one first, because I think this is easier. We know this little square angle means 90 degrees. So then we know these 4 angles, 100, 90, 115, and A, when we add them all together, they have to equal to 360. Another way of looking at it is, well, this missing angle A is whatever you get, is what you get when you take 360 and then take away all of these angles that you already have. So whatever this is equal to is going to be your answer. And it's going to be 55 degrees for A. This example A, you need to remember that when we have 2 parallel lines like this and a line going through it like that, then we know a lot about the angles that are formed using these lines, and they have some sort of relationships between them. Here, the one we can use easily to find out the missing angles, this idea of cointerior angles. So these 2 are cointerior, so they have to add up to 180, same as these 2. But also, if you look at it sideways, you can see these 2 are also cointerior as well. So just starting with this pair of cointerior angles, so A and 77, we know they have to add up to 180. So to find A, if we take 180 and minus 77, that's going to be 103. And we can find out A like that. And then once we know what A is, looking at it sort of sideways and realizing, well, A and B are also cointerior angles. They make this C shape, meaning that they have to add up to 180 as well. When we know A is 103, so B has to be whatever 180 is, take away 103, and it's 77 degrees.